sister Rachel had the most incredible poster of a ballerina. I used to spend hours just looking at it when I was small. Rachel, when I'm big, I want to be a dancer too. Rona, when you're big, you can be absolutely anything you want to be. And you know what? I believed her. After all, she was my big sister. I remember when I was 15, I went to my local church with my mum. And when I saw the hairs at the back of my neck just stand up, because there were a group of young people dancing on the altar. I thought, wow, dancing on the altar, I couldn't believe it. I knew I had to be a part of this wonderful group. So I joined, and I later found out this was called liturgical dance. And of course, when I left school then, I decided I wanted to train as a dancer. So I applied to schools and colleges, but all I ever received were rejection letters. So I thought, to hell with them. I'll set up my own dance company. So with the help of two really good friends of mine, I formed Wheels in Motion. And we performed in the Opera House, and I was never so petrified and so delighted and excited all at the same time. My two friends, they carried on with their dance careers, and I worked in TV and radio. And when I turned 30, I realised something really important was missing. I couldn't figure out what it was, and then I said, Rona, what is it? What makes you really happy? I want to be a dancer. That's what it is, I want to dance. So the following day I rang this place called the Croi, which is a dance centre in Cork. I spoke to this really nice guy called Paul McCarthy, and I asked him if there were any dance classes happening for people with disabilities. And he said, not that he knew of, would leave my details with him and he'd get back to me. And I thought as I hung up the phone, oh well, I'll never hear from him again anyway. Never mind. But I was wrong, because a couple of days later he rang me back and told me this woman called Tara Brandell had called in and was interested in running some workshops. He gave her my details and gave me hers.
He told me that
I remember the first time we spoke on the phone, we talked a lot on the phone.
Asking about
I was delighted and excited at the idea of working with this woman.
And I called her.
I couldn't wait to meet her.
And we decided to meet. The first time I met Rona was at her house in Sundays Wells, and we'd planned to go to the Croi and just try out dancing together. The Croi is up on a hill in the Shandon overlooking Cork City, and it used to be a butter market. In fact, at one point it was the main butter market for the whole of Europe. Anyway, so we got there and it was a Sunday and the caretaker had forgotten to open up for us, and the place was all locked up. And we decided to just dance right there on the steps outside the Croi with the tourists walking past and the Shandon bells playing. And we were playing this game where one person mirrors the other's movement. Then Rona showed me a liturgical dance that she'd made. She'd been performing it for years. The dance used her arms a lot, and I could see the energy radiating out of her heart and the passion and enthusiasm she was dancing with. And I thought, this woman is really strong and really confident. She's someone I'd like to dance with. I've been looking for a dance partner for years. I've lived in San Francisco and Berlin and Amsterdam and London, but it wasn't until I moved home to Cork that I met Rona. We had a hard time finding a name for the company. We knew we wanted something in Irish, and finally we decided to call the company glan, which is Irish for clear heart.